So, my 3 questions for Dr. Umar Johnson, coming right up. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Common Sense, Logical Reason. And as always, I want to say thank y'all for joining me today. So I talked about Dr. Umar Johnson before plenty of times. Dude's an idiot. He's a classic dumbass with a doctorate. You know, in this day and age, any fool can go to school for 8 years and get a doctorate. But he uploaded a video, you know, his 4 questions for white supremacists. Now, one of the questions was, you know, if white people were spiritually superior to black, you know. Now, I'm not aware of these white people going around, all these white people making this claim that they are spiritually superior to everybody. To my knowledge, I've never heard it. If anyone has heard of these white people making this claim, then please let me know, because I would love to hear this one. But he claims that they created superheroes to make them to feel better about themselves because they have no apostles, no disciples, nobody in the Bible, no prophets, nothing in the Bible. And they create these superheroes so they can feel better about themselves. Now, then he went on this little they stole rant.
One of the reasons you created the superheroes. One of the reasons white folks are so infatuated with superheroes and comic book characters is because you have none in the Bible. You know what you did? You went to African spirituality and you stole the archetypes of our divinities. You stole them, and I'm going to run them down to you right now. You stole Shango, the divinity of leadership and revolution. You stole his archetype. You stole his colors, red and gold. You stole his weapon, the double-sided axe. You stole his nature element, thunder, and you created a character named Thor from Shango. And then you went back and you stole Ogun. You took his machetes and you put them on a man named Logan. And Logan has 3 machetes on this hand and 3 machetes on this hand. The Wolverine, his power is like iron. His number is 3. And if you take the L off Logan, you almost get the name Ogun. Let me continue. You went back to Yoruba culture and you stole the divinity Oya. Yes, you did. You stole her element, the winds and the tornado. You stole her color, African woman, and you turned her into Storm. Halle Berry's Storm is the divinity Oya. Thor is Shango. Wolverine is Ogun. Aquaman, you stole Olokun, the owner of water, and you brought him to America and you called him Aquaman, the owner of the ocean. And then you stole Obatala, the father of consciousness. You stole the old wise divinity and you turned him into Charles Xavier, the elder of the X-Men, whose natural element is what? Consciousness.
So according to him, they basically stole 5 characters from African deities. They took Storm, like they took Wolverine, they stole Professor Xavier, they stole Thor, and Aquaman. Now, 4 Marvel characters and 1 DC. Now I find it funny now between between DC and Marvel, all of the superheroes, they can only pick out 5. And then on top of that, Thor is actually a Nordic god. So they took Thor directly from Scandinavia. Anyway, so my first question for Dr. Umar Johnson, if you know, he claimed that they create these superheroes to feel better about themselves, then why would they create the character Storm that you complain about, that you say they quote unquote stole? Why would they create Storm and make her be a black female from Ethiopia, who's second in command of the X-Men? Wouldn't she be a character from Norway or Sweden? a white woman from this area, from any of those countries, any Scandinavian country, if they wanted to feel better about themselves? And then why would Marvel come up with the Black Panther, which I believe, which I've heard is to honor the Black Panther Party, who fought for a lot of rights of black people. But why would he come up with a character called the Black Panther that's from a mythical country in Africa named Wakanda? That's the most technologically advanced place on the planet, full of black people. Wouldn't it have been the white tiger from Russia, this mythical country in Russia, which is the most technologically advanced on the planet, or perhaps from Switzerland, to make themselves feel better about themselves, feel better about themselves by making Africa be technologically advanced or uplifted Africa. So wouldn't they be putting themselves down? Again, it makes absolutely no sense, the argument he makes here. Then my second question to Dr. Umar Johnson: when does cultural appropriation end and imitation being the highest form of flattery begin? I'm just trying to figure this out, because if they supposedly took from African deities, wouldn't they be imitating them, and thus is that flattery? I mean, you don't hear anybody in Scandinavia complain about they directly took Thor. But this reminds me of that black meme, that race meme that was out there. There was a chart saying, if white people move in, gentrification, racism. White people move out, white flight, racism. So it doesn't matter what the situation is, it's racism in their minds. Everything is racism. You can't win with these people. You really truly can't win with idiots who makes race out of everything. You can't win playing the stupid games with them. All you can do is tell them the truth. That's it. Now, my third question for Dr. Umar Johnson is, when you see all of these black females with other people's hair in their head, do you look at those black women and tell them, you stole from India, you stole from the Philippines, you stole from Malaysia, you stole from Thailand? Does he do this? I doubt it. So again, this whole cultural appropriation is insane. When it comes down to black people, it is, look, either imitation is a high form of flattery, or you have a problem with taking your culture. You got to pick and choose. You can't be flip-flopping back and forth. And that's what one of the things that kills me with black people, because it's hypocritical. And I always say, if white folks are racist, then black folks are racist, hypocrites. And you hear more racism coming out of the mouths of black people. Anyway, King Kong consciousness, like King Kong stupidity by him and anybody else who believes that this fool is smart and listen to him, because he's an idiot. Anyway, y'all, these are my 3 questions for Dr. Umar Johnson. It's just my 3 cents on it. Like I said, the dude's an idiot, though. I just can't. I'm scratching my head at any black person who would literally think that he's smart. You're not thinking or analyzing anything he's saying. You can't be, because everything he says is nonsense. Anyway, y'all, as always, until next time.